Hello.
Hey.
Friday.
Yeah, happy Friday. We have a lot going on in the show. Curt is very busy because he has 6 dogs at his house.
That's correct.
So here's what's coming up in the show today. This is the Curt and Jen podcast, by the way. New episodes every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Please like, follow, love, subscribe, all of those things free.
This is going to be an educational show, as we have for you the rudest things you can do as a house guest, so you can check yourself before you wreck yourself. Maybe you're doing some of these things. Also, things you're obsessed with right now. That was our question of the day.
Yes, what matters most to employees? There's something floating on Lake Washington, and we are here for it, Curt and I.
There's something floating on Lake Washington. That sounds pretty creepy. How about benefits to making your bed every day? There are some benefits to that besides having a made bed. Calories on vacation, do they count or not? And fun facts Friday. Here we go.
Friday. Oh my gosh, I wanted to share this. My friend Heather had a post on Facebook last night that I saw, and it said, this is one of those little meme things that says, TikTok has people putting McDonald's ice cream into their Cokes and acting surprised that it tastes delicious. And I'm over here wondering if Gen Z really thinks they invented Coke floats.
Well, I guess it wouldn't surprise me. Although a quick Google would find out that floats have been around for, I don't know, since caveman times.
Forever.
Yeah.
Are you playing a little transition music here?
What?
Well, we're going to the next story, and we're going to talk about.
Oh, I didn't know we were done with that one yet.
Yeah, that was it.
I thought there was more. I thought there was more to be said about Coke.
I just thought it was a little funny. That was funny. That's all.
Okay, I enjoyed that.
I wonder if you can say this. I've always said that calories don't count when you're on vacation.
Does your body agree after vacation?
No.
There's the thing. Almost half of people, 47% of people say when you're on vacation, calories don't count. So if you are, well, I've never actually said out loud calories don't count, but when, and this has been going on for a while, but once resorts and hotels and stuff started having workout rooms with treadmills and elliptical machines and stuff, I'm like, why are you doing that? You're on vacation.
Because calories do count.
Calories do count. About 56 of people say there also budgets don't exist on vacation. And you find out that was false as well when you get off of vacation.
Right.
Yeah. And then there's 47% say that calories don't count. And about 60% of people say they skip responsibilities they would normally keep up with, like working out or tidying up.
When they're on vacation?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's no guilt. In general, 72% of people say there's no guilt about overindulging on vacation. I think that's what vacation is all about, right?
I was just going to say all these things. I was like, I thought vacation was your chance to get away from almost everything we just mentioned.
Yeah. So good. I'm glad that people think that. I would hate to feel all stressed and I got to get everything, all these things done.
Although people that are, I would like to get to the point, and this will never happen, but I'd like to get to the point where I crave a workout every day. There are people that are like, oh, I need, it's not, we look at it as I have to go work out. A lot of people are like, you know what? I get to work out.
I need to adopt that mentality. And I hope to get to that point too someday, Curt Cruz.
Okay. This was a find from your daughter, Macy.
Yes, that lake. She's like, Mom, did you know that Lake Washington has something new floating on it? I'm like, no, what is it? And so
that just sounds so gross. We found out something is floating in Lake Washington. Now we're going to tell you about it.
Well, here's the things that I'm talking about. I mean, you're a boat guy. I mean, you had your boat on Lake Union and went into Lake Washington. There's floating hot tubs. There's floating saunas, and now there's floating pickleball courts.
This is true. This is a temporary court. It says right now it's set up off of Lake Washington, right by Renton Southport there. Open to the public, can be reserved for online for $50 for as long as the weather holds up. The quote is, summer isn't over, and we're thrilled to bring one of the country's most popular sports to the lake.
Do you know?
This is a rep from Hyatt Regency Lake Washington.
Yeah, because that's where the pickleball court is. It's like floating in front of the Hyatt Regency, which is in Renton. At the end of Lake Washington.
Court. Okay, yeah, the floating court will be available for the rest of summer. And if you miss your shot, pun intended, at least the lake will catch it.
I mean, for those that don't know, pickleball was invented right here in Washington on Bainbridge Island in 1965. And since it's been invented, oh, and by the way, I want to mention this because I thought this was true, that it was named pickleball because the guy there's three guys that invented it, but the main guy, his dog was named Pickles. And so pickleball, that's why they called it pickleball, but that is not true. The name traces back to pickle boat, a rowing term for a crew cobbled together from spares. The game itself was stitched together in the same way using ping pong paddles, badminton court, a wiffle ball, and a tennis net.
Got it. And when I first saw, of course, like we all thought, a pickleball looks for you're like, oh, that's just a lazy person's tennis, but it is as tough or as easy as you make it. It's a good workout for me, I'll tell you that much.
Since its inception, there's now 20 million participants.
Nice.
In 2024, there was 20 million pickleball participants.
Most of the time, I get my exercise by chasing down the balls that Jen has hit out of bounds. Over what?
We haven't played pickleball in forever, Curt Cruz.
We missed this entire summer, and that's not when I get all my workout. By the way, you're a good partner. If you like the ball to be hit into the net.
All right, moving on.
Okay, moving on. Here we go. I thought you'd be interested in this, Jen. This is about different styles of hugging each other. There's actually, because there's studies done for everything, right?
Yeah.
There's a study done that analyzed the different hugging styles depending on who we are embracing. So couples hug for much longer than friends. They do the 7 seconds, which, as we've mentioned before, that's what you said, like 7 seconds is the minimum length for a hug to get all the health benefits.
All the good chemicals. It's actually longer. It's
okay.
13 seconds or maybe even longer than that. I forget. I've read different things. You know what? Hug for as long as you can.
It does get awkward after a certain point. You know that.
Well,
once you get to like the 2-minute mark, I think people are like, this is pretty awkward.
Okay. We're not hugging for 2 minutes, but like people tend to hug their friends for just 3 seconds. And I hug my friends for longer than 3 seconds.
And then there's this part here. We also tend to leave extra inch or two there of crotch space when hugging a friend.
You kind of like lean forward hug, right?
Right. I don't know if that affects one sex more than the other because, you know.
No, if you're hugging your partner, like I'm grabbing Pat's butt and holding it in.
Well, no, we're talking about the extra inch or two of crotch space. Yeah, but if it's a friend.
No, you're doing the you kind of do a little lean in.
The lean in.
You're not touching, you're not bumping uglies.
That phrase. All right, onward. Here we go. Money, 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 money. This
does not surprise me, actually.
Surprised me a little bit. First of all, today is National Video Games Day, all right? And that's why we're doing this story, in part. There's a study published last year, and it says kids who play video games earn more money as adults. It's not like a substantial amount of more money, but overall, they found that adults who played video games as children, as adults, earn annual salaries that are on average about $5,500 higher than non-gamers.
I read that headline. I forgot I didn't read the as part. As adults, I just said make kids who play video games earn more money than adults. I was thinking it was than adults. I read it too quickly. Well.
So they're saying if your kid plays video games, maybe encourage it because they'll make more money than their peers.
Say why?
Those who played, well, what it has here is people say the biggest benefits of the video games are stress relief and relaxation, entertainment and fun, strategic thinking, problem-solving skills, and hand-eye coordination, which I guess all those things can help you as you go on in life.
I mean, definitely strategic thinking and problem-solving skills. No question about it.
They broke it down as well to those who played FIFA lead the pack. $71,000 a year is the average salary for those who played FIFA as a kid. How about this? Candy Crush is second on the list. So you don't even need to be playing complex video games, and mobile games count too. And as far as consoles go, they said PlayStation gamers make more than those who play Nintendo, Xbox, or PCs.
Wait, say that again. I want to hear that.
It was PlayStation gamers
make
more than those who play Nintendo, Xbox, or PCs.
Okay. All right.
And I'm sure that gamers are going to say, "Mom, let me play more. I need another hour of screen time so I can make more money as an adult."
Yeah, no, not gonna happen.
That's
Canceled.
right.
But the biggest kick I ever got was doing a thing called the Crocodile Rock, while all the other kids were rocking around.
Stop
This
it
story's-
on this story.
This story's about an alligator, but I just grabbed what I had
Not
handy.
just any alligator, an emotional support alligator, Curt Cruz.
Yes. So here's the deal. This is in Western Pennsylvania. There's a Walmart. There's a lot of Walmarts, I'm sure, but this one in particular has banned a 60-year-old local man there in Pennsylvania from bringing his, quote, emotional support alligator into the Walmart.
I mean, come on. What?
The man claims that they've been going to that Walmart for over 3 years without an issue, but Walmart says gators aren't welcome inside stores. And the owner has taken his gator to all kinds of different places, he says. But that's one where if it was me, and I don't think this is the case, but I'd like to think if it was me and I had an emotional support alligator and a business said, you can't bring that in here because people are scared of it, I'd be like, okay, I get it. It's an alligator.
No kidding. Come on, people.
However, if he's like, it's whatever, I can bring my emotional support ostrich.
we don't even need to talk about this anymore.
You hate it.
Well, it's just so like, no. How do you even come up, like, how does that even come to be?
I think they have emotional support lizards and snakes and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, it's out there for sure. Here we are at today's question of the day, actually Wednesday's question of the day. And we wanted you to answer the question, what are you super obsessed with these days?
I love the answers that people gave.
Yeah, we always get, for the most part, we always get good answers, but sometimes they're better than others. And this was a fun one. So what are you super obsessed with these days? Kim says community service, and Ken says he's super obsessed with your success, meaning our success.
Well, he is a friend of mine, like an old colleague, and he is trying to help me start my business. So,
oh, great.
I mean, he wants us to succeed too, but he needs to listen to our podcast.
That's true. Catherine said obsessed with woodworking, and your friend Heather is super obsessed with her garden right now.
Phil said YouTube. There's so much variety there. Leslie, she just posted a picture of her cute little puparamas. She's obsessed with her dog.
That looks like a Bernese Mountain Dog. Am I right?
I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
And then Becky, did you say Becky? Women's Murder Club book series by James Patterson is what she's obsessed with.
Nice. Okay.
Get into a good book or two.
Shelly also posted a picture. She said the words "these two," and it's her picture of her son and her dog. So she's obsessed with those two. Debbie said she's obsessed with her husband right now. Hopefully that never dies.
Good for you, Debbie. Jody, live music in local venues. Jody is a friend, and she has called us numerous times and said, "Hey, I'm going to be up at Peebo's. There's a band playing at Peebo's up there in the old, I guess that's technically Bothell. Maybe it's Mill Creek." So we have gone to the Peebo's to see the bands.
I hope Gerbilin, am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Staying home and watching K-dramas. That's funny.
What's funny about K-dramas? Is that Korean? Like K-pop? Yeah. I assumed so. Marilyn Reed is obsessed with sleep. Yes, Marilyn. And Susie the Groomer watches the Great British Baking Show. Have you seen that one?
I have. My girls love to watch that show.
Oh, really? That seemed kind of really, I mean, pardon the pun, foreign to me because it's a foreign country, but no, I was not aware that was a thing.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a good show.
Okay. Thanks for
participating.
We'll have a new question of the week coming up here. Question of the day towards the end of the show.
Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle.
Rudest things. House guest.
Rudest things you can do as a house guest is a good one. This is from the HuffPost. Go for it, Jen.
They had a list of things that you can do that are very rude while staying overnight at someone's home, and they include the following: snooping. Don't be peeking around in their medicine cabinet or rifling through their drawers. Just ask if you need something. If you're trying to look for something, don't look for it yourself. Making a mess and hiding it. If you spill wine on the couch, tell them, don't cover it up.
Mm-hmm. But even if the pillow will cover it up, don't do that. Just fess up. Also on the list of rudest things you can do as a house guest, telling them how to parent. If they're nice enough to host you, don't start critiquing their parenting skills. Apparently, a lot of grandparents have a tough time with that rule.
Yeah. Not pitching in to help. Do the dishes or help wherever you can if you're staying in someone's house.
Also, expecting access to the person's car. Don't assume if you can borrow the car unless they offer it. If you know you'll need a car ahead of time, tell them that you'll rent one and then see what they say.
And then not giving your host a break. Don't expect them to entertain you the whole time while you're there. It's not their responsibility to do that. They're just giving you a place to stay.
Are we done with that? Hope that helps.
Yeah, I thought those were good ones. There's just good things to keep in mind.
There's nothing on here about having excessive gas. I think that would be something to watch out for too, right?
Keep your smelly smells to yourself.
Okay.
Oh, this story.
This is going to be another AI story, although this one has a catch to it. This was about employees, and again, being out of the workforce for a little bit. I didn't know this was even a thing, but employees do say praise still matters. It actually matters more than ever in the age of AI.
That's 83% of U.S. employees say praise is more important than ever.
But in the age of AI thing means that I didn't even know this, but you could get AI to give you praise.
I mean, and that's fine. Like, I don't understand that. Like,
Well, 60% of employees say AI tailored recognition, such as quote personalized praise alerts, is just as meaningful as recognition from a human manager. I've never had personalized
How?
praise alerts, but I still think that would be less effective. And that's almost like the difference between wishing somebody happy birthday on Facebook versus sending an actual card. You know what I mean?
hardly anyone sends a card anymore because it's too expensive to buy the card. Cards are like $5 or $6 now if you're getting a decent card, and then you got to pay almost $1 to send it.
I wasn't trying to go off on a tangent there. I was just saying the difference between putting the effort in as a human being and giving somebody praise versus Chat GPT. Send Jen some praise.
I was just gonna say, I wonder how this personalized praise alerts works. Do the manager set that up, or do you just set that up for yourself so you feel good?
About 3/4 of people said they're more likely to stay at a company where AI and humans work together on recognition and engagement.
Wow, that is so okay.
Yeah, you know what? I in a way, I guess we're not going to be completely immune to that because at some point I'll probably have to get a job again. But in the meantime, yeah, I don't know about the whole AI thing working hand in hand because the robots are taking over, right? I mean, the AI is going to take over and we're all doomed.
As automation is replacing some human workers, remaining workers want to be told they're valued, but they're okay with AI being used to communicate that. That is just, yeah, okay. Well, you're having AI tell you how intelligent you are, at least for now.
Mm-hmm. You are so smart and so attractive.
And so valued.
Thanks.
You're so valued. Wow, okay.
That's pretty deep. But you love that song.
Like earlier this week, we did a whole story on how you need to wait to make your bed, right? Because you want it to air out and get all the yucky germs out.
Right.
But this is saying, great, yes, air it out, but you need to make your bed every day because there's some really great benefits that you probably want to take advantage of. I was surprised to hear that 60% of people don't make their beds. Do you make your bed, Curt?
Yes. It's no, you know, I mean, now are we gonna differentiate between making the bed all nice, folding down the top and fluffing the pillows, or pulling up the blankets, pulling up the bedspread and saying that's made?
I don't think that counts. Okay, here's the deal. These are benefits to making your bed. The number one is happiness. One study found that 62% of non-bed makers admit that they are unhappy in their lives, while 71% of bed makers say they're happy.
Maybe that's because the 71% of bed makers are messing the beds up for the right reasons that makes them happy.
Well, okay. Number two is sleep. According to the National Sleep Foundation survey, a made bed contributes to healthier sleep habits and better rest.
Mm-hmm.
Some people say a made bed feels more inviting when they're ready to sleep. I agree with that. I think it feels really good to get into a made bed.
Well, to get into clean sheets and everything is
Oh.
heaven.
That's a different level of made bed.
Okay.
If the sheets are clean, like fresh sheets, that's awesome.
Benefits to making your bed every day. In one poll, 42% of bed makers say it would be a turnoff if a potential partner left the sheets untucked. Do you tuck in the sheets? You'd like to have the leg out the side?
I like to have the leg out the side. I
Yeah.
like to have them a little looser. I used to like them tucked in. I used to, and I've changed since then. So they're saying it's a benefit is it's a turn on, because if you're going to your partner's house and you get into their bedroom and you see a messy bed, that's not great.
Right. And then when you're laying there in that nice bed, you can look up at the mirror on the ceiling.
Curt!
So also, non-bed makers enjoy some playtime under the sheets twice a week, but bed makers enjoy bedroom fun 3 times per week on average. I was right.
I make my bed and 3 times a week.
No, that means if you are a bed maker, you will enjoy some bedroom fun.
Yeah,
3
some
times
sex.
a week.
That's sex. And I need to talk to Pat. I need to talk to hot firefighter boyfriend Pat. We make our bed. We need to keep up with the average.
Right. Are you thinking if you make your bed every single day, that means?
That's what it's saying. Non-bed makers enjoy playtime under the sheets twice a week, but if you make your bed, it's 3 times a week on average.
Right. But I thought you were saying if you made it 7 days a week, you'd have 7 shots at playtime fun.
No, they're just saying if you make your bed, this is all about making your bed on the regular, meaning
Got
every
it.
day.
Well, there are benefits. We just shared 4 of them with you. So
make your bed. I think it's worth
yeah,
it.
make with the bed making, right? Also doesn't really work with this story, but hey.
I know. I was wondering about this one. Hey, I did not know the Emmys were already coming up on Sunday night. Did you?
I'd seen commercials, I'd seen ads, so I thought that. I didn't pay attention to when it was.
Yeah, so Emmys are this Sunday, and of all the nominated series in all the categories, Americans watched one way more than the others, and I could not even believe that this was the one they watched the most. Do you want to know what it is?
Survivor?
Yes, like by far.
Survivor is up for Outstanding Reality Competition Series. You may not have even known it was still on, but it racked up 462.4 million total viewing hours. I don't think I knew. I guess I did know it was still on.
I
don't think I've watched Survivor since maybe the 1st or 2nd season.
Yeah, that's crazy. From Richard Hatch.
Yeah. I did not watch it for Richard Hatch. I'll tell you that much.
The second most watched show didn't even get half that. That's White Lotus, which is up for Outstanding Drama Series. Only had 210.7 million hours.
Go ahead.
No,
I was going to say Abbott Elementary was nominated for Outstanding Comedy Series. That had 184 million hours, and Only Murders in the Building. That's the only show that I think I've really seen regularly or recently. About 159 million. Severance has 157 million hours. I've heard a lot of good things about all those shows, but
I was just going to ask if you've watched any of them. I've heard White Lotus is awesome, as is Severance.
I watched like 2 episodes of White Lotus, but I don't know where it was in the series, and it was just, oh, there's White Lotus, I'll watch it. I had no idea what was going on, so I think that might be one to have a binge and watch it. What about you? So none of those? Not even one?
No, I haven't watched any of them.
Okay, that's all right.
Now, guess what we get to do now? Are you going to play some music?
Yes, and see if you remember this one.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend, Friday.
Hey, I don't know what song I don't know what that is.
It was a big deal when it came out. It was that Rebecca Black. She made that song, I think, in her home studio, if you can call it that. That was one of the earlier, hey, we discovered this on YouTube or whatever. And it was that annoying song, Friday.
Okay. Fun Facts Friday time. We do it every Friday where we...
Would you have preferred this one here?
Thursday, never looking back, it's Friday, and I'm in love.
Okay. It takes 27,000 trees to make all the toilet paper the world goes through in one day. If you expand that out, that's 9.8 million trees per year for toilet paper. That's crazy. We need to
Well,
start.
we're doing our part here because we got the old bidet.
Yeah, we need. I was just gonna say maybe more people need to start using bidets to save trees. And then what do you use? Because it's all wet. Do you just use it like a nice little towel and then you just wash the towel?
Well, there's actually a little blow dryer down there. It's not terribly effective. You still have to use, you still have to do one, like you said, like a drying wipe. How's that?
Okay.
Okay. A full-size NBA basketball court can easily fit inside a soccer penalty box.
Can you what?
I didn't even know there was a soccer penalty box. More fun facts for Friday. In ancient China, people ate tea like a vegetable. So they just ate the tea leaves, I guess.
I like this one because this was the second concert I ever went to in my whole life. Huey Lewis got a
You know what? I think Huey was one of the first concerts I saw too.
Huey Lewis got a perfect score on the math portion of the SAT.
He's a smart dude.
Yeah.
Marvin Gardens on Monopoly, the Monopoly board, has always been misspelled. Apparently, the neighborhood in New Jersey spelled Marven, but Monopoly, it's like Marvin the name with an I. Parker Brothers apologized for the mistake in 1995. It's also the only property on the board that's not located within Atlantic City.
I didn't know that. Did you? I used to play Monopoly all the time. I heard this before, this next one. A single Lego brick can withstand about 950 pounds of pressure before it starts to crack.
So we should start building houses out of that, right?
You'll be strong like a Lego brick. That's my thing now.
Female armadillos almost always give birth to identical quadruplets.
How crazy is that?
It kind of sucks to be a female armadillo then, especially for preggers, right?
Yeah, the idea of free refills dates back to American coffee houses in the 19th century, but Taco Bell is credited with being the first fast food chain to make it mainstream in 1988. They had a commercial. I saw this as a story, and it had the video attached to the commercial. And back then in 1988, tacos were 59 cents each.
We can go back to that. I'd be happy with that.
Me too.
This next one I did know, of course, but
you did. I wasn't sure.
I just read it along the way. Guitar Center was called originally the Organ Center when it was founded back in 1959. They sold small appliances and also home organs, and then the name was changed to Guitar Center in 1971.
Okay, the last one for today: eating 10.5 cups of sugar at once could kill you. Dun dun dun.
That's not the last one for today.
What do you mean?
Happy birthday, Miss Chen.
Thanks, Curt. These are my beautiful flowers my boyfriend gave me. And we are celebrating by being at the dunes in Moses Lake. There's 5 of us celebrating birthdays this weekend.
I can't believe you had a birthday hat ready to put on your head.
I have birthday hat. I have a stack of birthday hats. We're getting a picture with all 5 of us with birthday hats on.
The birthday hats, they look like a very small dunce cap, right? That's what they look
fine.
like.
It's still festive. And if this permission to be stupid on your birthday.
Did you think I forgot it was your birthday?
I don't know, Curt.
You had things ready to go, though.
I would have put. I have people's favorite birthday treat. I have birthday hats. I have a sign I put out on another trailer with some flowers. Like, I have it all right now. You know me and birthdays.
Well, have a happy one, okay?
Thank you.
All right.
Everybody's working for the weekends.
Things going on. Here we go. This is happening not just in the Seattle area, but some of these things nationwide. Movies opening The Long Walk, based on a Stephen King novel from 1979. If you remember this or not, but for a while, Stephen King was releasing novels under the name Richard Bachman, and that's one of those.
Oh, okay. I asked you about this if you'd seen the trailer. I will not be watching this movie. It's about this dystopian future where the government holds an annual contest where 100 men must walk until there is only one of them left. Meaning if they slow down to they have to keep a certain pace. And if they slow down below that pace, they get killed. They shoot them. It's terrible.
Yeah. Horrible way to lose weight. That's Downton Abbey, the grand finale, that's back. Spinal Tap 2, the end continues in limited release, but I still think even limited release is going to mean a lot of theaters. So I got to find out where it's showing around here so I can go see what's going on with David St. Huggins, also Nigel Tufnell and Derek Smalls' Spinal Tap. And some of those you mentioned before, there's some really cool cameos in the movie.
Yeah, Paul McCartney, Elton John, and Metallica's Lars Ulrich.
Mm-hmm. And Rob
of
Reiner
course-
is back as Marty DeBurgi.
So you're gonna go see that. It's limited release, but if it's in Seattle, you're gonna go see it this weekend.
Well, maybe not this weekend, but soon.
Okay.
Soon.
Well, that's what you said the last time about some movie.
I might be a first in line. You're right. Okay. Well, that was a fib, but we'll try to see it this weekend. Finally, Code 3, Rainn Wilson from him from The Office as Dwight, plays a burned out paramedic who decides to resign. How about some sportsy type of stuff going on?
Yep, the Hawks take on the Steelers. The kickoff is at 10 a.m. on Sunday. They're in Pittsburgh. M's are in town to play all weekend long. They're playing the Angels. Final fireworks show that they do is tonight. So if you want a fireworks show, tonight's the night to go. Cougs are on the road playing North Texas on Saturday. Kickoff at 12:30. Huskies have a bye this week, and the Sounders play LA Galaxy on Saturday at 5:30.
You've got the Washington State Fair still going on this weekend if you want to go to that. Also, Sunflower Farms. We've got locations here in Duval and also Snohomish at, I guess, Stocker Farms, right? So stroll through golden fields of, what's that?
I was going to say, you got to check their websites because there's only limited days they do this, but I put it in there because I think what a fun thing to do with the family. I mean, I'm amazed at sunflowers and how tall they grow. And these are fields of them that you get to walk through and just enjoy. Plus there's a lot of other things there, like, photo ops, wagon rides, activities for the kids. It will be fun.
Speaking of the kids, the Great Wallingford Bratwurst Festival is tomorrow and Sunday. That doesn't really have to do with kids. Kids like brats. Boats afloat through Sunday on Lake Union. And Fisherman's Fall Festival at Fisherman's Terminal in Ballard goes on tomorrow from about 11 to 6.
What are you doing this weekend, Curt Cruz?
Well, shoot, I've got we're doing an event tonight for the Evergreen Health Monroe to raise some money for them. And then I've got another thing tomorrow night, another fundraiser tomorrow night on Mercer Island. So I'm getting out. I'm doing the work. I'm actually working.
Making some US
and then
dollars.
Sunday will be whatever you want to do day.
It's your busy season. That's why. If you want,
and I should mention here before we go that what's that?
We're walking all over each other. Sorry. Go ahead.
Well, you're cutting out a little bit because you're up there, but that's okay. Bella, the Beagle, people want to know about Bella because she had an incident. So she is through with her surgery and she came through it fine and she's back home and recovering. So she has to wear, not the cone of shame. We bought her an inflatable pillow donut to go around her neck. It actually looks like a donut. I'll take a picture so you can see the donut.
And if you want to hire Curt,
what about you this weekend, Jen, for your birthday weekend?
I told you I'm riding in the dunes in Moses Lake. I got to make it short because I feel like I'm cutting out. You're not hearing me. It's like a lag.
Okay, well then let's do this here. And this is leading into our question of the day. The question is, should we start with what the question is? Well, there's a thing that was done. This is on TikTok. Someone on TikTok asked people of ages of 30 and up to name things that they had to tolerate as kids, as youngins, that they say would emotionally destroy kids today. So they had things like playing dodgeball in gym class when kids just got wrecked. How about having to babysit infants and small children and you were only like 12 years old yourself?
Or how about just being bored?
It says kids today don't know what real boredom is. That might be true. Oh yeah, we also had to deal with the slowness of dial-up internet. We didn't know it was slow at the time. We're like, oh, this is how you get online. But turns out we were wrong. So with that in mind, what is our question for the weekend, Jen?
What's something we survived that would emotionally destroy kids today?
Something we survived that would emotionally destroy kids today. When we say we, I think we're talking about Gen X, maybe boomers, right?
Yep.
That kids today, emotionally destroy is kind of a big term, but
I mean,
let's go with it.
We're being fun here.
Right. But I have a feeling that our parents would say, you guys didn't have to deal with this stuff we did in the 50s and 60s. What do you know? We know a thing or two. Yeah.
Have a great
It must be
weekend,
Friday.
everybody. Make good choices, find joy, spread kindness, and laugh because it's good for the soul. We'll see you back on Monday when we have a new episode for our podcast.
It'll be Monday. Woo!